Hello. Hot off the tails of orange Fanta alcohol Blue Moon. We sat here again and we're going to do another one as we're here. And it's quite warm. Yeah, it's quite nice in it's sunny Wales. Wales is known for its amazing climate, but especially North Wales, but we're here. And we're going to move on to a bit that's quite different from Blue Moon. And it's a classic. Well, I say classic. I don't know. I haven't drunk this for years, but you probably would have heard of it. Remember, everyone laughed at the name when it came out. Bishop's Finger from Shepherd Neame Brewery in Faversham, Kent. Kentish Strong Ale, first brewed in 1958. 5.4%. Chestnut coloured Kentish Strong Ale, a rich and fruity beer. Okay, so would you like to first of all, explain why it's called Bishop's Finger?
It's called Bishop's Finger because many years ago, when the pilgrimage were making their way across the country, they were reliant on road signs that were shaped a bit like that.
Yep.
A
bit like a bishop's finger.
And so
allegedly,
they relied on these signposts shaped like this in order to point the way through their country on the pilgrimage, and that's become known as a Bishop's Finger.
And in fact, if you see on the design now, you've got a bishop's finger.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So it's probably got nothing to do with the bishops at all. It's got everything to do with the signpost. Although it's still with bishops, obviously, it was on the Pilgrim's Way pointing to Canterbury Cathedral, so that's why the bishops.
They were coming through, to the shrine of St Thomas Becket at Canterbury Cathedral.
Do you want to talk about the tasting notes while I open this one up?
It's a deep ambered coloured ale with a gentle pear drop candy, buttery malt, and a hint of licorice. You don't like licorice?
Don't.
In the aroma.
They're not taste of licorice.
Perfumed pear and vinous, like grapey fruit, join dry, peppery hop notes in the taste, overlaying silky, malty sweetness before a notably dry, hoppy, bitter finish.
Yeah, I mean, talk about the design. I think the design is pretty distinctive. It's all right. I mean, it's not amazing. It's a standard beer design, really, but you smell that. It's got a really strong aroma to it in the bottle. So it's just
syrupy.
Yeah, very syrupy.
When I think of that, I think of kind of supermarket fare.
You like
this design of label,
the stuff you find in supermarkets. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I mean, you can probably find Bishop's Finger in most supermarkets these days. So Shepherd Neame beers, this and Spitfire, you can find pretty much everywhere these days. Definitely not bottle conditioned. Their beers will never be bottle conditioned. So it's got a strong aroma to it. But like very, very malty, but that kind of syrupiness as well. That almost like you think it may have a few extra bits and pieces in it, which are not really like preservatives. I don't know. There we go. Right, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers. That is much fuller in flavour than the one before.
That is, when it really is. Every one bit of it's 5.4% beer volume. And it's all right. It's very, very malty.
Very malty, very syrupy.
Yeah. I don't know if I like. I mean, I haven't had it for years. I would never go out and buy a bottle of it because I just kind of know what it's going to be like, and it hasn't let me down in remembering what it tastes like. It's not exciting, but I wouldn't call it a boring brown beer. It's got a real strong taste to it. It is a Kentish strong ale.
It's not a lady's drink.
Well, let's not go into gender stereotypes here. It's not really my sort of drink either, but I'm the least manly of men. But it's all right. It's just, I think
I just imagine dogs and people with dogs in pubs drinking this.
Yeah, and in fact, the dog probably drinks this out of a bowl. It is just the archetypal kind of British. When people think of real ale, they think of this or something more insipid or blander. I mean, this isn't a thin beer. It's a kind of a thick, syrupy, malty beer.
Can I read this?
Yeah, sure.
Something about Shepherd's Neame, who's the company who made this, have acquired protective geographic indication status for a Bishop's Finger from the European Union.
Oh, that won't be lasting very long, will it?
This is the badge of authenticity that will be secured by the likes of Parma Ham and Canterbury cheese. And it means in practice no other beer can legally describe themselves as a Kentish strong ale.
Apart from when we leave the European Union, and every single beer can call itself a Kentish strong ale.
I'm gonna actually name. I'm gonna buy some beer and
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some Tesco Valley Lager and call it Kentish strong ale and sell it on the roadside, and they can do nothing about it. But I mean, I imagine there will still be protections from the UK government as well to do something similar. But it's all right. Does it pass my litmus test? Is it better than Doom Bar? Yes, just.
Doom Bar must be awful.
Well, no, the trouble I said before in the previous review, Doom Bar can be a nice beer, but because it's everywhere, it's usually sold really badly. I mean, this could be sold badly. I mean, the thing about Bishop's Finger is
Can you get this on?
Yeah, you can, but you'll generally only find it in Shepherd's Neame pubs, which there's a few of those across. They're mostly in Kent, but they are across the country as well. And you would have thought a Shepherd Neame pub is going to be selling their beers in reasonable condition because that's the only beer they sell. So I would probably still have this over Doom Bar. I mean, you do see Spitfire in other pubs as well, but I would have it over Doom Bar, but only just. I'd say it's not an exciting beer. It doesn't set my heart alight. If I wanted a strong malty beer, this would be an alright one to go for. If I was in a shop, even if it's in a supermarket, there's always going to be a better beer than this on the bottle selection. Almost certainly there'll be something better. Even a craft lager would be better. But yeah,
the thing that does save it for me is the effervescence it's got. That makes it not quite a boring brown beer.
Well, because it's got a bit of carbonation.
Yes.
We wouldn't have that on cask, but in this book we're basically reviewing bottles. There may be a few. I might do a few reviews of cask where I can't get the bottle later on, but we're almost reviewing bottle. Yeah, it's not too carbonated. It's all right.
But it's enough to save it from being a brown beer.
Yes, it is, and I think I like maltiness in a beer. It's not thin. If we had to review Spitfire, which isn't in the book, I wouldn't enjoy it because Spitfire is basically the lighter version of this. It will be a thinner, less malty version. But I think we'll leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe. Say goodbye, Beck.
Bye bye, Beck.